Hey everybody, today is Thursday, November 16th, 2023 in sunny San Diego, California, and I'm Captain Perry here with you. If you are new to the channel, beside me here is a Scow Bow Mini-Cruiser that I'm building. Basically, my mission here is to build a strong, trailerable, 14-foot sailboat that's watertight and custom built to cross oceans. Now what I'm going to be working on today is installing the coaming of the boat, which goes right here on both the port and starboard sides. I'm excited to get started on this work because I actually haven't done anything on the aft deck for 1 year and 2 months, which is back when I installed this aft deck panel. I'll also show the work I did to install the last cabin sole panel and get it painted. I'm gonna fiberglass over the vent drain that you saw me install in the last episode. And also in the last episode, I showed that cam cleat mount for the main sheet that I built. So in this episode, I'm gonna go ahead and install that with some thickened epoxy. I'll show that as well. Oh, and before I forget, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, getting close now. So if you are new here and you're not subscribed, please do so. All right, guys, let's get to work. You may remember in the last video, I added fiberglass onto my main bulkhead to prepare for the installation of the main sheet's cam cleat. Here's the cleat's G10 base epoxied on. The cam cleat itself can still be removed for painting later on. And here you can see I added 3 layers of 6-ounce cloth over my ventilation drain. I just wanted a layer of fiberglass over the edges of the pipe to protect it. Here you can see I've started on making all the pieces I need for the coaming and the aft deck locker. Next I need to make a piece for the coaming on the port side. Off camera I installed and painted the final cabin sole piece. Sorry to skip over it, but I figure everyone saw this already in good detail on the opposite side in episode 62. Okay, I'm set up now to fiberglass the port coaming panel. That'll go right here. And at the same time, I'm going to attach this little panel here. And at the bottom of the aft deck locker, I'm going to epoxy in this stainless fitting right here. I decided to go ahead and attach the drain tube now. It's at least a little easier to install now while the panel's on my workbench. Once the port coaming's trimmed, I do a final dry fit to make sure the piece fits nicely. The same goes for the deck locker on the opposite side. I had some pre-fiberglass scraps, so I made up this little panel. This is going to continue C6 over to the aft deck here. This will fit right in here. Okay, everything's been trimmed and I'm pretty happy with the dry fit now. Now it's time to take it all apart and permanently install. Okay, I've got all the fiberglass I'm going to need laid out here, and then I've installed these panels and added fillets. Next, on to do the fiberglassing. Alright, the first portion of this project is done. I've got the port coaming attached with thickened epoxy only, and then over here on the starboard side I fiberglassed the whole locker in. Very time intensive. So I'll come back tomorrow and fiberglass the port one. And before I call it a night, let me just give you a peek at how things look from inside. The aft cargo hold is looking very different these days. And now it's back to business with the port coaming, getting its peel ply layer after a few fiberglass layers. And on to the starboard coaming, which is getting a nice fillet, followed by more fiberglass. Thanks to your recommendations, I've added some line to my stowable sink, and along with a bungee, that's what I'm going to use to keep this from swinging around in the cabin. And here's a look at the stainless bolt I epoxied in for this purpose. Alright, let's test the capacity of this deck locker. Pretty good, still room to spare.
Sailboat.
Okay, so the coamings are installed and the deck locker as well. That all really added a lot of strength to the aft end of the boat here. Up next is pretty exciting because I'm going to be putting on the deck of the boat, starting at the bow and moving aft to the aft deck here. So at that point, this deck locker will get its top and its hatch. A big thank you to all my supporters, especially those on Patreon. If you'd like to support the project, check out the links in the description. It's Patreon there. You get to watch 24 hours in advance along with some other benefits. And there's other ways to support like the Amazon wishlist, PayPal. And if nothing else, hit the like, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Just 1 hour to make all preparations for getting underway.
Hey, what's your name, buddy? Coamings.
Get back to your station or I'll have you shot from his ear!
Well, shoot something!